Hello, YouTube world. This is Oda's Son, and you're back on Oda's Sunny for another high tide ride. Now, let's jump right into it. Let me start by saying the bounties are right. Okay, here's why. Now, I've seen in YouTube communities a mass negative or generally bad reception when it comes to the bounties of the new jet, specifically Luffy, Law, and Kid. But guys, they're right. In fact, I would argue that Law and Kid also deserve to be recognized as a big part of both Yonko's defeat, whereas Luffy can really only say he's brought down one. Granted, he's gonna be the guy to take down Blackbeard too, so by the end of the story, each new gen will have taken down two Yonko bodies on their record. Now, the argument I hear all the time saying why this is bad is that Luffy got his done with the ones, It was Luffy v Kaido where Law and Kid jumped Big Mom. And technically didn't even finish her off. They just dumped her down a hole and a bunch of explosives luckily were there and said, bye-bye, boom, bitch. However, y'all act like we didn't see Kaido getting jumped by first the 9 Scabbards, which apart from Luffy's crew and the head of the alliance, Law, Luffy, and Kid, were the strongest people on the other side. And then the strongest of the worst gen minus Blackbeard, literally. So Big Mom, and before you say, Big Mom did not get touched by Luffy or Zoro on Roof Peak, and most of the damage that got directed at Big Mom was at her homies. Now, and her homies kept on getting in the way. So Kaido literally tanked every strong enemy fighter's best attack. And I know people retort with, well, Luffy also fought. Oh, okay. First, Luffy fought way weaker people because he didn't clash with like King or Queen. So like in general, he fought way weaker people. And even then, Yamato took care of Ulti. And even then, like when Ulti had him by the hands, Luffy was about to go Gear 4 because he knew he couldn't finish Ulti off quickly in his base form. Like he had to use Gear 4 to just finish her off quickly. Not saying he's weak than her by any means. And on top of everything else, Luffy got knocked out no less than 4 times. Like, and that's just off the top of my head during the raid. And literally, that's just off the top of my head being nice. Kaido got knocked out, I think, twice until he finally got defeated. And even then, it was like a quick 2-second knockout, not like 2 seconds here and then he needs 10 minutes and then Luffy needs 10 minutes and then he needs 2 minutes. You get the drift. And even Luffy's last punch, literally his last punch was his last punch. Not the ones he was saying all before, oh, this is my last one, because he should have lost if he was really being legit. But this last punch that he hit him with was, he literally collapsed seconds after what he did to Kaido. If Kaido survived in any way, it's over. It's game over. Kid and Law were both still conscious after beating Big Mom. And maybe not a Yonko, obviously, or a commander, but I'm pretty sure if Who's Who just pulled up, even if he was healed mostly, like full gauge, they would still win that fight. Luffy, on the other hand, if Who's Who pulled up, if anybody pulled up, he'd be dead. So all in all, Law and Kid, who never once got knocked out or who never once got knocked out. Like, they literally needed to well, of course, Kid didn't defend Luffy, but Law definitely defended Luffy when he was knocked out. So they definitely pulled their weight there. With the exception of Luffy's crew, why would they make his bounty any higher? Like seriously, like tell me in the comments why you think they would make his bounty any higher, and if you actually give me a smart response or you're able to stump me, I'll definitely like respond to you and we can have a back and forth. Now, if you're wondering who's gonna get Big Mom's territory since she's technically fallen, I've got an amazing theory on that. I've already gotten over part of it in one of my previous videos, so definitely check out my other One Piece video. But if you guys get this to 25 likes and 8 comments, I'll definitely release that the same week. But I'm Otis Sun. This has been the Seas of My Mind, and until next tide, we'll see you back here on Otis Sunny.